tips are useful for you guys too. But I did create a surviving freshman year last year, and I'll post a link somewhere in this video. But let's start off by recapping freshman year. My freshman year, I would say, was mostly about me finding who I am, discovering what I want, and just, pretty much developing as a person personally. I think this year, like sophomore year, I definitely matured. I definitely grew stronger as a person, as an individual. I definitely learned a lot over the years, and mostly this year consists of relationships. Like, I started getting into the dating world, the dating game and whatnot, and definitely it is very complicated. It's not at all easy, and all I can say is that you should really get to know the guy or gal before really committing yourself. Like, for me personally, I have been looking for something serious and long term, and throughout my experience, I'm just gonna say this, I don't know, it's my personal experience, but for me personally, I really think that serious relationships don't really quite happen in high school. Like, I think it's because we're young, and most teens are just lost at this stage and point. Like, we don't really know what we want, and our hormones are taking in, so we don't really know what the hell is going on, so like, that's what I'm saying. And I really do think that serious relationships don't really quite happen in high school, because most of us are still immature, most of us are naive, and we really don't know what we want yet. And I think we start knowing like probably junior year or senior year. But pretty much sophomore year, I have started dating, and all I can say is that, yeah, serious relationships don't really quite happen in high school. And if it does for some of you guys, I'm really happy for you guys, and you guys are lucky, one of the few lucky ones out there. But I've seen it in my friends, I've experienced it personally, and I really do believe that. I think that if you are gonna commit, if you are gonna be with a boyfriend or girlfriend, I really think that you should really get to know the person. You should really feel comfortable before going on that first date. Like, really get to know, about them before going on a date, because it's like you're on that date and you don't really know anything about that person. Like, things could get awkward, things could get messy, things could get embarrassing, and I think, before getting into date, before committing and saying yes to when someone's asking you out, like as a boyfriend or girlfriend, I really think you should really get to know that person first before rushing into things. There really is no rush, because as they say, and it's pretty much cliche, there's a lot of fishes in the sea. There's a lot of fish out there, and I do believe that. There's a lot of guys, there's a lot of girls out there, so there's no rush. And another important thing is be yourself. Never change for that boy or girl. If that person is the right person for you, then it will happen, and they will accept you for who you are as a person. And at the same time, always make sure that you two are on the right page when it comes to relationships, because if you guys both have different things in mind, if you guys have both different priorities, it will not work out. Unfortunately, it will not. So yeah, just be careful out there, because the dating game, it is a serious thing. Like, being serious, committing yourself to a person, it's really a hard, serious thing. It's nothing you should play with, because feelings will get hurt, people will get hurt, drama will happen, and it's not something that people should play around with. And I think a lot of teens don't get that. It's because, you just see it on the movies, the media, or you just see other people do it, and it seems easy, it seems like, oh, whatever. But relationships are not easy at all. Like, I think it really should be taken seriously, because you're kind of like creating a memory for someone's life. Like, you could potentially hurt that person, and affect their life in a big way, especially like we're in high school right now, you know? So I really think that it's worth the wait, and I think that you shouldn't get too serious in high school because we are young. And yeah, and well, other things, let's see. The first day of school, you know, I think when you walk into the school, you should be confident. You should be like, you know, I'm me, and I'm ready to meet people. And you know, I mean, it's for some people, like I have some friends, and personally for me, I do get shy on the first day. Like my first impressions, I get really, really nervous because I think first impressions are very important, you know, to make with teachers or friends or, you know, a cute guy or girl. So just be confident, just break out of your shell. Don't let yourself stop you from making new friends or from introducing yourself to that cute guy or girl or making a good impression on the teacher. So, you know, definitely confidence is a big key in high school. You know, it really is. Just be yourself, and, you know, don't be someone you're not. You know, really, you know, doesn't end up good. And really, if you're pretending to be someone you're not for someone, is that person really worth being with or hanging out with? Because, I mean, you can't, if you're not comfortable being yourself or you're not comfortable in your own skin, why hang out with that person? You know, hang out with the people that you feel comfortable with, that you can be happy with, that you can joke around with, and be yourself, you know? Just, there's nothing to be ashamed of. Everyone's different, everyone's unique, and for you ladies, every girl is beautiful out there. I do believe that every girl, every woman, whatever, is beautiful in their own special way. You know, I have like I have some girlfriends that are insecure and are afraid to talk to that boy. And I really think that, you know, every girl is beautiful in their own way, and some guys unfortunately can't see that, you know, like, you know, not trying to degrade the boys here, but some guys just see the makeup and the, you know, and the frou-frou and that and the glitz. And, you know, I think every girl is beautiful in their own special way, and it's a plus if you're beautiful on the inside and out, you know. So ladies, really just, you know, don't say the U word, don't say you're ugly or fat, because it's really, you're just hurting yourself. You never know, you know, like some of my friends would be like, man, no guy's attracted to me, no guy's asking me out or anything, but we girls don't really know that. I mean, there could be guys out there checking us out, but we don't know it because they're shy or mysterious or whatnot. But, you know, I think every girl's beautiful, and I think every girl should be happy with their own bodies and should find beauty in themselves, you know, like maybe have beautiful eyes or beautiful hair or something, but every girl has a specific beauty in them, and we should just recognize that and be confident in that. Okay, and like school-wise, I think you guys should just stay on top of your game. Like for me, I'm taking AP classes for junior year, so I'm kind of like nervous, but don't stress out about it way too much. Like it's not really a big deal. I like learned that over the years. I always stress out about it, but you should definitely not be lazy about it, but you shouldn't be stressed out about it. I think you should just, you know, be consistent with doing your homework, because in high school, really, it's mostly about the test. Like the test is like the biggest part of your grade. And I mean, you should always do your homework. Like if you're doing bad on one subject, like for me, my weakness is math. I really suck at it. And so I make sure to do all my homework. And if I do bad on a test or something, then my homework will make up for it. That's what I do. You know, just be consistent. And like, if you're one of those people that like you don't like to study and you find it boring or waste of time, then make it fun. Like play some music on, or, you know, create a study group with your friends, or like partner up with someone who's really good at that subject who can help you out. Like, you know, just make it fun. So like if you're making a study group, I think that's like, you know, a big recommendation, because, you know, you could hang out with people your age, you know, you could like hang out with your friends and at the same time learn something and do your homework. And I really think that asking questions is a good thing too. But for me personally, I get shy asking questions for teachers, but, you know, I just kick myself in the rear end and I just do it, because I mean, it's good. Like right now, you know, it's okay to ask questions. It's nothing to be afraid of. So just, you know, be confident, don't be afraid to ask questions, and always like keep in touch with your counselors, because it does help, like with colleges, if you're applying for colleges, or, you know, if you're having like problems or you just have like any questions, just always keep in touch with your counselor. Like I think they're a really big help, so you should always like try to talk to them and assign appointments. But yeah, pretty much like sophomore and freshman year sort of alike but sort of different. Like for me, I definitely found sophomore year better because I've stayed in one school this whole year. Like freshman year I moved to like 3 different high schools, which sucked because I didn't really make any friends. I didn't really keep the friends because I kept moving. But this year I definitely made some new friends and kept those friendships. I definitely learned a lot this year.